So what's up guys, welcome back to yet another video, and today we're taking a look at an incredibly feature-packed keyboard, and it's the DAREU EK861, a 60% keyboard with PBT keycaps and Pre-Lubed stabilizers. And as you just heard, those are some really awesome things to have, especially in the context that this thing costs a measly $40 to $50, and I'm not sure if you can actually find it in America or in Europe, but it is incredibly popular in the Southeast Asia region, and it's supposed to be coming to Bangladesh in the coming few weeks, and it has a rumored price of less than 4,000 taka, which is incredibly awesome. And no, I don't know the price of this exactly because I got this for review, I didn't buy it, and it was sent to me via our awesome sponsor, Easy Gadgets. So if you guys are in the need for any sort of gaming peripherals in Bangladesh, definitely do check their page out on Facebook. There's going to be a link in the description down below, and they're just a bunch of friendly people who have a love for tech, and if you guys do need any gaming peripherals, check them out. Anyways, moving on with the review. This thing over here is such an awesome keyboard. It's just a banger of a keyboard, and it's basically because of the fact that it offers you everything that all the other keyboards in this price range have and more. PBT keycaps, where else have you seen it in a keyboard less than 4,000 taka, right? And on top of that, it's pre-lubed, the stabilizers are, not the entire keyboard, and it has USB-C, Bluetooth connectivity, Bluetooth 5.0 for up to 3 devices, and it's a 60% layout with PBT keycaps, so, you know, I mean, it's a little bit of an odd color scheme, I'm not gonna lie, but overall, the keycaps are just awesome. I'll get to them later on. But honestly, in my opinion, this keyboard is just great. This thing is 588 grams. It's 29 centimeters long, 10 centimeters wide, and 4.2 centimeters tall, which can be increased using these magnetic feet at the bottom, which add up to 3.5 millimeters of height. Depending on which orientation they're in, they can be changed on 90-degree intervals. Anyways, moving on. It has Kale mechanical switches with the option of blues and browns. Unfortunately, there's no red switches, so if you guys are looking for a 60% keyboard with red switches, this might be a disappointment for you. But yeah, moving on, it has a USB-C port on the back for charging its 1900 mAh battery. And overall, typing on this keyboard has been an absolute blast. But before I get into my opinions and everything, let's just get this section over with, shall we? So, like I said, it has PBT keycaps, and underneath these keycaps, it has a really nice ice blue color backlight. Even though I personally dig it a lot, I'm pretty sure a ton of you wouldn't be into it because not everyone's setup is ice blue. Like, all of the lights behind me are red, but I do constantly switch up my setup. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's blue, and sometimes it's red. So it does blend into one of my themes. So yeah, I do like the color, but I'm not a huge RGB guy. And in my opinion, I'll be getting into why you should still pick this keyboard up despite its weird colors. But yeah, bear with me for now. Alright, so with the 1900 mAh battery, DAREU claims that you can be using this keyboard for up to 20 days continuously with the light turned off, and up to 7 days continuously with the light turned on, which is a very bold claim, but yeah, I didn't have the time to test that out. But yeah, whatever they say, it seems like they have a good amount of confidence in their battery, and whether if it's actually 20 days or 10, it doesn't matter because, well, I don't think anyone's going to be going that long without a charge. Alright, now on to my opinions about this keyboard. I really enjoyed my time using this keyboard for typing, and I got a lot of good scores, and that's primarily because, well, there was no rattle on the spacebar. It was just a super comfortable typing experience for me personally, and the PBT keycaps, the Kale switches, and overall everything combined made for an incredibly nice experience when going into typing sessions. And moving on, now onto some things that I didn't quite understand about this keyboard. Like, first of all, DAREU, the design choices on this keyboard are incredibly bold and weird. I'm not sure why DAREU decided to go with the green color scheme with white. It's incredibly unique, and I mean, while I dig it, I don't think anyone in their right mind is gonna be going and getting a green and white keyboard to match their red and black setup. It just doesn't make sense for me. I mean, I'd still buy it if I was looking for a keyboard in the specific price range because of the PBT keycaps, because of the pre-lubed switches, but I wouldn't get it because I like the color scheme, because it's incredibly specific, and I don't think many people have this specific color scheme going on in their setup. Anyways, the ice blue backlight is also incredibly weird. Like, that's just also a really specific color. I would have preferred white, like the Cougar Puri TKL. Nobody really complains that it's not RGB because it does have white backlighting and it does look really nice and neat. I would have preferred that they did that with this keyboard instead. But speaking of lighting, the lighting effects that they talked about in their website and on their software do not work on the keyboard. I tried for hours and hours and I just couldn't find a way to make the pre-made lighting effects work with it. It's just a really weird piece of software. The scaling isn't even right. It looks absolutely blurry as hell on my 4K display, and yeah, you might want to work on that. But honestly, the keyboard itself is just great. So if you don't really care about adjustable effects, and if you don't care about the backlighting that much, you can live by it. And if you don't mind the weird choice of color scheme for the keycaps, then I think this keyboard is definitely a worthy pickup. And I would take this in a heartbeat over any RK61, simply because of the better build, the better materials used, and overall just a way better typing experience that I get from this keyboard. But of course, it's personal preference, it's up to you. During the unboxing, you'll find an extra set of keycaps for the escape, enter, and spacebar. They're red and they kind of have a weird shine through effect that you'll see in the video. Not the best of quality, kind of shiny as well, not my kind of keycaps. I personally would only use the escape key because it's kind of nice and it makes it easier to see when you're actually successfully switching the modes when using the shortcuts for the keyboard. And maybe the enter key, but other than that, I wouldn't really use the spacebar. It's not the highest quality. But other than that, you also get a keycap puller. You get your cable, of course. You get your manual that guides you through every single feature of the keyboard and tells you every single shortcut that you need to know, which is really handy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, if you liked it, you'll subscribe. With that being said, that's it for me. I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Goodbye.